welcome back to Virtual Tartan Week. Thank you guys so much. I see so many amazing friends and familiar faces on there that are joining us for the entire day. I'm so excited to get Ruth Connell on here for you, so let me just see if she's joined yet. Ruth Connell. Let's see if Ruth Connell has joined yet. I'm so excited about Ruth. So for you guys that don't know, she plays the witch on Supernatural, and she is absolutely brilliant. So fun. So let me I'm just going to try to get Ruth on here. Where are you, Ruth? Hi, guys. All right. Oh, Ruth's on. Let me get you on here, Ruth. There you are. I'm just connecting. Oh, my goodness. Everyone loves Ruth. Ruth!
Did we make it? Did we do it?
We made it. We connected.
Oh yeah, and I've tried to get. I've got a picture here of Nessie in the background.
Oh my gosh!
I was hoping Nessie.
That's so cute. Did you draw that?
No, I got it. I got it at a convention. Where was I? Somewhere in America, and it's an original drawing by the artist. That I spied of Nessie, so that I had to get it, and I've got my mug full of tea with my kelpies, giving Falkirk a shout out. Yeah, I've got my tartan skirt on. I've done my best for tartan day.
You're way ahead of me. I didn't have any tartan with me, unfortunately, so I have some whiskey, and that's the best I can do.
Oh, I wish I thought of whiskey. I wish I thought of that. I've just got tea. Never mind. But I did wash my hair, so it's a big day here. It's a big day in the house.
I know. I shaved my legs yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh. Moving up in the world. Goodness. So Ruth, how are you? How are you doing in these crazy times right now?
I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to say I'm doing pretty well. I do wake up sometimes at 5 o'clock in the morning with anxiety and whatnot, but I am really counting my blessings. I think you feel a bit guilty saying that you're okay sometimes when it's so hard for some people, and I'm terribly sad about some of the things that happened to friends of mine or their parents, who've been really affected. Their health has been affected, and scary times, but I think it's important to acknowledge what we are grateful for and what is going well. So it's that balance. I think a lot of people are having that balance. It's nice to be at home. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to be at home and happy to speak to so many people and catch up with so many people, and happy to do things like this. Worried about the future, but also, realizing I'm pretty lucky. Pretty lucky in the great scheme of things. So it's a bit of a weird balance. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's weird because I was thinking about that. It's such a blessing and a curse at the same time. I think when people choose to go self-isolate and take a vacation and take a week off and say, hey, I'm going to unplug and do this, it's a choice, and it's a little bit different versus something when it's forced upon you. It kind of sends you in a jolt, and you're like, wait, I had all these plans, but I have to yeah. So it's a little, but I think now it's week 3, maybe week 4 for some people.
Or
Yeah. So it's, I'm so thankful for today and getting to connect with you and talk about Scotland and tartan.
Yeah, and what we should have been doing this week, talking about plans getting cancelled, right? We were supposed to be doing Macbeth. I'm allowed to say that. I'm not in a theatre. It's okay. I can say it.
Yes, exactly.
We were supposed to be doing Macbeth for ScotWeek, which is one of the reasons we're here today, having a chat about it, because it will happen, hopefully. Mm-hmm. It will happen further down the line, and I do have a little bit of a story about a Harry Hamlin story to tell you. It's kind of weird. I believe in the Matrix. Life is a Matrix. I think you're the same. Mm-hmm. And so on set last year, I kid you not, I ad-libbed Harry Hamlin's name in a scene. We were doing a scene about a Gorgon, and Dean Jensen was saying something about Clash of the Titans, and I went, oh, Harry Hamlin. It didn't make the final cut, but it is somewhere in the rushes. And then the next thing is you invite me to do the reading of Macbeth, and I'm like, how did it happen? That's a small world. And Julie Ormond, who you know, who doesn't love Julie Ormond? So thank you for asking me.
Oh my gosh, we're so honored to have you. I remember, I think the first time I met you was at it was a St. Andrew's garden party at the British Consulate. And I just thought you were so wonderful. You're so warm and just so humble and down to earth and so funny. So it was just it was great. I love just like working with amazing people like you and like, okay, great, let's go and create something. Let's do something positive in this world. So I'm so delighted that you are a part of ScotWeek.
I'm so happy to be part of it, and it was really cool. I met the director. He came here. We did some work on it, and he's awesome. He helped build the Globe, and that's one of my favorite places in the world to go to is Shakespeare's Globe. You pay £5, not right now, obviously, but like I said to him, going to the Globe at times has felt like it saved my life. It just would go and be so uplifted. So he was a big part of that. So it was like, I love how like that's how it works. You know, the matrix expands, and you get to meet even more interesting people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so true. It's like those moments of synchronicity, as you say, like the matrix, and things are coming together. It's amazing.
And bigger picture with all this, I think some of the effects are going to be devastating for a lot of people. I'm worried about the southern hemisphere. It's probably not my job, but I am, as they get into the colder months and they maybe have less resources. But there are some positives in that. I think we're seeing the environmental impact already, and that we can change things. There is a balance we can maybe find after this is passed. I'd encourage everyone to follow Bill Gates and see his recent TED Talk. And there is hope for how we can listen to scientists more. They were right about this pandemic. They were right. And we need to listen to them, and they're right about climate change, and that maybe, you know, this will bring people together. It will be devastating, but that ultimately it might bring people together, governments together, and do things differently moving forwards. So I hope.
Absolutely. So what are some things that you're kind of doing in isolation, or things that you're doing to
well, I'm watching things like Bill Gates' TED Talk. It's nice to have time to do stuff like that and to keep informed. It's a balance. I'm not watching too much news. I follow people I'm interested in on Twitter, and I get a lot of my news that way, and I try and see both sides of the coin. You know, I try and follow different people, different organizations. So I go in, I get my news, and I come out again. That's one of the things that Misha, who's in our show, he did one of these with a psychologist who said, you know, find some routine in your day. Like I give myself an appointment every morning on FaceTime or Skype, or to go shop to the supermarket, or to do something. You know, I give myself an appointment, and then to not do too much of the news, but enough to know what's going on. And I would have thought I had really high hopes. I have too many clothes. Okay, I don't have children, right? I have shoes and clothes. And I kind of hope by now I might have cleaned my closet out. I just never seem to get around to it. But I would have thrown this away, but I do have my curtain skirt still. There are things that, you know, I need to do more stuff in the house than I am. But I do trying to take care of business, doing things like, you know, I did a little bit of an online convention last week to which was really fun. Hoping to do some more things with creation online. I don't think I'm supposed to say too much about that. I'm doing video messaging on my own website, trying to be productive, and trying to keep the wheels turning a little bit. What about yourself? What are you doing?
Yeah, same. I'm singing every day. I'm writing. I'm reading. I have 2 online acting classes that my acting coaches have taken on Zoom, which is amazing. But I know you're a singer too, so I wanted to check with you. So how's that going? No,
I'm not a singer. I'm really not a singer.
Are you singing with your band?
No, I was told I was tone deaf growing up, and I can sing really off tune. I don't have perfect pitch whatsoever. My mum has perfect pitch, and my dad has none, and I'm somewhere in the middle. But when I was younger, I used to sing beside people who went on to be in musicals, and so I thought I was worse than I was. But doing the fan conventions with Supernatural, there's a band, the house band Loud and Swain, and they really persuaded me to get up there and sing. And I sometimes sing off tune, I sometimes sing the wrong notes, but I get up there and the fans are so warm and supportive, I start to feel like I am a singer. And I just, funnily enough, I got a request to sing a song in one of the video messages that I'm doing, and I'm like, do I want that out there in the world?
Well, you fooled me. I thought you were brilliant. So
there's lots of photographs of me looking like a singer because of conventions. That's what I say. I say, like, thank you to all the fans who take pictures. You make me look like a great singer. And it's honestly, I am so jealous of people who are musical in that way. I'm so envious. Really envious. You're a singer?
Yeah, well, I sing. Oh, I was I was trained to be a concert pianist. So piano is like yeah. But no, it's I don't know. I don't think you have to be necessarily good at something to just have it in your system and be like, you know, this just makes me feel happy.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I sing in the car. Sometimes I forget, like, the cars aren't soundproof and I'm really singing in the car and I see people next to me, like the car next to me. Oh dear. Maybe you could give me some lessons. Maybe you could give me some singing lessons and some piano lessons and help me out.
Oh my gosh.
Spare time.
I don't know if I'm going to be any good, but yeah. Well, we could do a little collab or something. That'd be really fun. Okay. Cool. So, and then, so how's everything else going? How are you? Do you have a lot of friends and family that you're talking to in Scotland, and how is that going?
Yeah, I think I was on yesterday. I did a play reading last year with Bespoke, and we did every Sunday pretty much. We were meeting up and doing the reading of somebody's script, and then I had a phone call with a friend, and then another friend, and I have to be careful. I feel like I'm getting slightly like there's a, not to put too much pressure on ourselves to be so productive. Like, there is a pandemic. It's okay to not fill your days. I don't get sore heads very often, but I had a sore head, I think, from staring at the screen so much. Not because I need glasses as I'm getting older or anything, but so to be mindful of that. And but every day I'm speaking to people at home, especially in the morning, because you know the UK time difference, and messaging with my friends. And there's lots of nice group chats and whatnot, and phoning my dad at the farm every now and again. They're pretty isolated there, and my dad's 75 in a few days, and his cousin sometimes comes up to the farm to work with him, and they can't do that right now. His cousin's a similar age, but had a heart transplant a few years ago, so they have to be really careful. So even their lives are affected in a very remote part of Scotland, but they're doing their bit, and they're not going out. They don't normally go out for, say, like a cup of tea or whatnot. They're not able to do that. So my poor dad's wife, she's just stuck with him all the time. They're not getting away from it. And the same, my mum and her husband are in Edinburgh doing a very good job of isolating. Their neighbour actually has COVID, so they're being very careful. Like everybody else, everyone's plans have had to be changed. It's their 70th birthday this month too. We're all born in April, and they can't go on their cruise and whatnot. But first world problems, right? But nice to speak to them. I think my mum's a bit surprised I'm not phoning her more, but I'm like, I'm really busy. Still too busy.
It happens. Yeah. And I think we email back and forth. Lots of April birthdays. You're April 20th, and I'm April 21st. And I was like, yay, April 21st.
That's right. Yeah. You're Taurus and I'm Aries.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We're just the other side of the. Would you say you're quite Taurus?
Yes, but I have a lot of Aries, but I'm Leo rising, so I've like tons of fire in my chart.
That's right. You told me. Yeah.
And you're Virgo rising.
Yeah, Virgo rising, which I think is why I sometimes appear. I do feel quite shy sometimes. It's why if I appear proper at all, it's my Virgo rising. But yeah, Moon's in Leo. But no, you're very Taurus. You're very that Taurian classic beauty. I think that's very like Michelle Pfeiffer. I think, right? You've got that kind of going on, I think.
Well, thank you. That's very nice.
It was my neighbour's birthday. Last night, 8 o'clock, we go out and we cheer for all the medical workers and frontline workers, store workers, everyone that's helping. And it's so nice in the neighbourhood to hear, and somebody plays a horn. And anyway, my neighbours, they're like, "There's Ruth!" And I wondered why there was people standing near their driveway during the day. And it was her birthday. And so people had come and stood, at various points in the driveway, and that was them out kind of celebrating. And it's like, that was nice, people had driven and like kind of done a drive-by. And it's for sure, it'll be a birthday that we don't forget. We'll remember exactly our birthdays in 2020, I think, everybody. Well, especially the first half of the year, people probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I hope you have a lot of, 6 feet apart people in front of your driveway on your birthday in LA. That'd be very cool.
Yeah. I have to lower my expectation of cards and presents. I think that's a sad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Amazon.
No giving up gifts. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, Ruth, because you've been so wonderful and so generous. But is there anything else that you want to say about?
I'm just leaning forward to look at some of the the people who are following. Hello, hello, boys. Somebody wanted me to say hello, boys, and that was somebody Russian, Brazilian. Hello, boys. More hello, boys. Just in case there are any questions come up. Oh, somebody just said to me, if they get to meet me, they will give me lint. And that is always welcome.
Yes.
There's a mega coven chat group. They always bring me chocolate, and I don't dissuade them. I'm like, okay, you can just keep bringing me chocolate. Yeah, what else is there? Tally, hi Tally, hi Emma. Bohemian Blasphemy, that's a good name. Get lots of waves and things. Hello from Mexico City. It's so cool, isn't it, to meet so many people. Oi. Yeah. Do you know that's how you say hello in Brazilian, in Portuguese, sorry. In Brazil you go oi.
Oi?
And my name, and when I was in Brazil last year with Elena Huffman, she just couldn't stop laughing at me. Because I would say my name was Ruth, and then later on we would hear someone say my name, but it sounded a bit different. And she's like, "What is it you're saying?" And they were saying, "Hoochie." Basically that was called Hoochie.
Hoochie. What does that mean?
It was like, so from then on, I was Hoochie Mama. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I wonder how are you all doing down in Brazil? Hi from China. Hi. Wow. Yes, reminder for my blue light glasses. I've ordered blue light glasses because we are looking at screens so much, and apparently they're good for.
I have the blue light glasses too. I'm just not wearing them.
Oh, do you like them?
They're amazing. Yeah, they're like, you can get them on Amazon for $10 delivered to your door, and they're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Ukraine. Hello from the Ukraine. Hello from Texas. I played a Ukrainian on television once. I don't know how good my accent was. Hello from the Czech Republic. Yeah. Hi from Germany. Crossroads. Hopefully we'll see how many of the conventions can happen as the time goes by and as we're all allowed to travel more. I do think we have to be careful for a few months so that we don't get wave after wave after wave, because we're not doing it enough in the first place. But I will do my best to get everywhere I can and to do as much online as I can. Hello from Russia again.
Oh, Sweden, Kentucky.
Do you know, do you have plans for when you're going to do ScotWeek?
Yeah, so right now we have September 25th through October 2nd. So we have the Scottish play, we have scheduled as of right now Sunday, September 27th. So I think, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Fingers crossed, we'll see. And especially, I think you have a convention that weekend, so we're trying to figure out how we can work the date in to get you there, because we want you 100%.
Yeah, I hope it can work out. What other kind of things have you got on in ScotWeek? What else have you got going on?
Yeah, so September 25th, we have ScotCon, which is an all-day educational business networking event. So it's going to be all day with panels of industry leading experts from sustainability to entrepreneurship to everything, biotech. And then on Saturday the 26th, we have our red carpet gala. So we'll have a fashion show from Jeff Garner. He's the sustainable award-winning fashion designer, Prophetic. And then we'll have some live performances and red carpet and whiskey tasting from Glenfiddich and Company. It's gonna be so much fun.
Whiskey tasting, yay! I'm there. You had me at whiskey.
Oh, wonderful. That's a lassie.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks so much for having me on today. I'm glad we could do something.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ruth. It's such a pleasure to have you. And thank you so much. You take care of yourself.
Okay. See you later. And if you post this, I'll repost it. I don't quite know how it works, but we'll make it happen.
Perfect. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Bye everyone. Bye bye.